Here to watch her fight? You have enough honor to face a champion of a previous day. Kelborn.
Swords only. No items or the Jedi's force. And no sword of the Jedi's choosing. Just a simple long blade.
Kelborn chooses to fight with the blade. You may fight with fist, foot, and the blade provided. No using the force or any... So the Jedi I have studied.
Mandalore! I thought I would see you again. No more scouts in the jungle, right? If you yearn for more fighting, the battle circle can slake. The sergeant chooses who fight too, but I would eagerly fight you in the battle. So what are you? No, I can't. We're taught not to. Mandalorians want to be tested to the limits of our abilities and beyond. Instead of hate, we study, practice, and train until the next time, so it won't be beaten. But some young Mandalorians find this a hard lesson. Any veteran of the Mandalorian Wars respects Jedi like you. Your actions on Duxon validate. As would I. I noticed that you killed more scouts than I.
I see now how we lost the Mandalorian Wars. You have a formidable spirit. I have no illusions that I would have been able to defeat the Zakek without you. I doubt you even needed me. But you have helped. I wish you well. Here to what? You have enough honor to face a champion of a previous day. Kelbo.
Swords only. No items or the Jedi's force. And no sword of the Jedi.
Kelborn.
The match between Jedi and Kelborn is over. The Jedi is the clear and honorable victor. I underestimated you. A difficult mission for a Mandalorian. If you fight in the circle again this day, you will face the bravest and strongest of us, Braylor. Here to watch him. We eagerly look forward to this fight. Braylor, you are our champion. How would you...
No terms today, Sergeant. I would fight the Jedi with all of her arsenal.
Braylor will fight you as you are. Still no killing and no leaving the battle circle. But you may use whatever... Here to watch him. We... No, Braylor will... The match between Jedi and Braylor is over. The Jedi is the clear and honorable victor. You have defeated the most worthy of... We will not forget your deeds, or the honor you have earned this day.
I see now why we couldn't win against you during the war. Even fighting at a great disadvantage, you still fight as brutally as a Rancor. Your fight with Braylor was brilliant. You are truly a warrior of Mandalorian proportions. So what are you here for?
Jedi I fought was in a ship-to-ship battle on Malachor 5.
Before the Mandalorian Wars, we looked at Jedi as weak. Their code restricted their full potential. The Jedi were limited by a narrow sense of morality that couldn't survive a... But our view was the narrow one. I see that clearly now. I sense we both look...
You have prowess in battle, this cannot be denied. But your Jedi couldn't have beaten us in the Mandalorian.
I see now how we lost the Mandalorian Wars. You have a formidable spirit. I doubt you even need it. I wish you...
You are the champion of the battle circle this day. Watch, that is your...
Yes. Very well. What is... Now is not the time. Ask. Ignorance. And perhaps they do not. Ask. Atris herself is not. Because she...
Query. For Mandalore!
You defeated Braylor in the battle circle. Either you're very lucky, or you're a lot tougher than you look. Kelborn said you dispatched some covert military scouts in the jungle with him. He spoke highly of your work. Zuka told me you helped out with some repairs around the base. I was hoping you'd prove yourself more. The gate guard said you managed to kill a Zakek. Those are tough beasts, Jedi. Zarga told me that you returned one of our sheep to the herd. You have gained some small prestige, but how many Kanaks did you have to kill to find those parts for Zuka? You've made quite a reputation around here. You did better than I thought you could. I was planning on heading to Isis tomorrow, but I'll move up the timetable and take you now. You won't be able to get to the Ebon Hawk from the city. If you need to grab anything from your ship, I'd do it now. I know, it made quite a racket. That's to be expected. They don't really like it when someone makes loud noise. It wouldn't be much of a test if all you had to do was take a hike through the jungle, now would it? You're alive, in one piece, and learn something about the beasts.
Are you ready to go? Kelborn told me that they were covert military and probably aligned with Colonel Tobin from ISIS. Kelborn doesn't think they'll send out any more scouts, but that doesn't mean there aren't more of them out there. Colonel Tobin is General Vaklu's right-hand man. Despite his martial skill, back when we were fighting Vaklu's resistance during the Mandalorian Wars, Vaklu wouldn't have any use for him. When you were last here, you probably didn't even go to Onderon. The Republic knew that Onderon's fate would be decided on its jungle moon, not the planet. To begin with, when you talk about Onderon, you're really talking about the ancient walled city of Isis. It's the only inhabited city. It depends on who you ask. Queen Talia rules from the royal palace, but her cousin, General Vaklu, has a great deal. They disagree about many things, just like their citizens. We fought General Vaklu during the war, and he is a worthy adversary. Queen Talia is... Onderon is a recent addition to the Republic, joining during one of the darker eras of Republic history. Since joining, the people of Onderon don't possess the resolve and strength needed in these times. Many of them want to break away from the Republic. They want to go back to an earlier age when they could cower behind their walls. Their spinelessness made them easy. We're not self-sufficient here. We need supplies. ISIS is the only place to go, which is unfortunate, because their animosity towards Mandalorian. I don't blame you. They're a sad people. I have some things to look into. I'll talk to you later. All scouts report in.
Stepped up their presence around Onderon. If you try to go back there in yours, they're blockading any Republic ships from landing on the planet. Looks like your little space. Damn it. Jungle is taking over everything. This place is ready to head back to your ship? Follow me.
rest, Jeff? If you think they'll help. It'll take practice, but...
Query. Answer.
Yeah, something wrong. Not right now. Shoot. It's all this traveling. Talk. All right. Yeah, something. I didn't kill him. Yeah, something. I don't really want to get in.
Yes. That is something we will leave until we possess a... Very well. Very well. Very well. The Jedi practice many forms. You may have already felt the others may come with. A defensive technique, but effective. Use it if you do not wish to be. With a light, others may come. And as I...
Something up? The repairs are coming along. I hope to have the Ebon Hawk ready by the time you finish your business. Something up?
My life. I am prepared for... I understand.
About time you shut up. Mandalore ordered me to report here and escort you wherever you need to go. You want to hike through this jungle for hours? Go ahead. But I can get you where you want to go a lot faster and safer than you crashing through the undergrowth like a drunk boner. Follow me. Damn it. Jump on this thing.
Are you ready to go? I'm going to talk with Zuka and have him start a shuttle flight check. After that, we'll head out. How are the port stabilizers?
They check out Mandalore, all systems are green.
Good. I want the shuttle bound for Onderon within the hour. What do you want?
Is all in readiness?
It is. Like I promised. Why? You want to back out now?
My only concerns are for the one you escort to Onderon, Mandalorian. Would you do any less for one of your clan?
Don't pretend to understand us. We Mandalorians are a breed apart.
If by apart you mean scattered, broken, and lost, then yes, you are correct.
Not for long. Soon the Mandalorians will be strong again, united as one clan under one banner. Mine.
Ah yes, the Great Crusade, after the first one was ended by Revan and the Jedi. Such a defeat was merciful, an echo of the end, when your ships were in flames, crushed in the grip of Malachor V. But I do not need to remind you of such things.
I was at Malachor 5, and I remember how many Jedi died to stop us there. And no matter how many dead orbit that planet, the Mandalorians still live. clan Ordo still lives. See Kex there? He was serving on Nar Shaddai's muscle for the Huts. Kelborn was a scout for the Duros on Frontier Worlds. I brought them here, gave them a purpose. This galaxy will be ours again, I promise you. That is the future.
Indeed, the future is all. Perhaps there will be no New Age Mandalore, no great Mandalorian crusade. Perhaps your people fought their last battle at Malachor 5. And perhaps all that remains will be what I see before me. A man wounded by a Jedi, encased in a Mandalorian shell, hunted by the thought of being the last of the Mandalorians.
You've got some guts talking to me like that. You think your age or your Jedi whelp are going to keep you safe?
No, Mandalore, you are wrong. I hope that it is you who will keep the one I travel with safe. You are loyal, and you have served many masters. Even when... Do you wonder where she wanders now, Mandalore? Why she gave you your orders, then abandoned you at the edge of the galaxy?
How do you know that?
I know many things, and I can answer the question that burns within your shell, Mandalore. But there is a price. You must keep the one I travel with safe. She is important to me, more important than anything. Show the same loyalty you have shown in the past, Mandalore. If there is a Mandalorian crusade, let it be for something that will carry your people's memory into the future. So when the time comes when there are no more Mandalorians, then at least their honor will remain. The one I travel with has walked your same path, and I ask that when the end comes, that you remember that kinship, even if it seems...
Forget the Jedi. Keep your eyes on her.
1, 2, 3.
Mandalorians, we've got company. Stealth targets have breached our perimeter.
Wait a moment. I sense there is a disturbance in the camp. Our enemy has tracked us here. I did not expect them so soon. How did they get here, I wonder? Regardless, we must eliminate them all. None of them can escape. Our whereabouts must remain a secret. Let us join the battle. Our allies will need our help. I will silence this one.
the only ones with stealth generators, did you?
Over here. There are more of them.
For Mandalore!
What is
This won't take long.
Let us end this. Fallen.
Seems trouble follows you on a regular basis. I think it's best for both of us if we head to ISIS immediately. Grab your gear. My men will take care of cleaning up the mess.
Vaklu's saying that the Republic ship attacked first? That's madness!
Unfortunately, lie or not, it's a madness people will believe.
The timing of this is atrocious. A space battle above our skies, so many of our fighters lost?
Curiously, only Tobin's men were involved in that battle.
That shooter!
Strong word, Your Majesty. But there is no good time for news like this. I recommend we continue with our plan.
But won't that bring even more followers to Vaklu's side? Increasing his power?
For a time, perhaps. But we both know he's not the true threat. It's his unseen support from the shadows that we must drag out into the light. Then, and only then, can we strike.
I fear by then it will be too late.
Here we are, the city of Isis. It's been shut down tight for months now. General Vaklu is close to declaring martial law. We won't be able to travel too far in the city. Fortunately, I have a friend in this quarter of the city. He's a doctor by the name of Dagon Gent. His office is on the other side of the market square. It might be best if you do the talking around here. The Onderonians have a mixed view of Mandalorians after we conquered their world. Something you need. history, and our ways are something we shield from us. Only on the battlefield can you There are, but those are luxuries. Luxuries that were paid for by the blood of our warriors. The Mandalorian clans will be united. Then we will take back our place in the... But we live in times of action. And I've said enough for now. Now is there something... We have suffered defeats before, but not our spirit may have faded. But it hasn't died. It will burn bright again. The end of the Mandalorian Wars was something new and unknown to us. Revan fought us like a true war. Revan embodied our philosophy and showed us our own weaknesses. It was a painful lesson. With Mandalore dead, our weapons taken and our pride destroyed. Many, but I will change that. Only Mandalore can command the clan. There was no new Mandalore. I can tell you want to know more, but we can talk more later. Now we're... Being Mandalore is the greatest honor for our people. Mandalore's helmet is passed from... When Revan executed Mandalore before our eyes, she cast Mandalore's helmet away. She took Mandalore's helmet and left it. If she hadn't done that, a new Mandalore would have been chosen that day, but without leadership and direction. Mandalorians have been around too long to be so dependent on such. Well, it wouldn't be unheard of for a new helmet to be created. It was determined claiming the helmet is a traditional way for the new Mandalore to be chosen. Even in defeat, we held... During the Jedi Civil War, I was there when she defeated Darth Malak and traveled with her. Eventually, she told me where she had taken the helmet. She sent me... We can talk about Revan and other things later if you like. Now is there some... I am Mandalore, leader of the Mandalorians. I will help you fight your battles and plan your... But I will not be your errand boy. Find some of the lackey. Now is there some... I thought that the Force would be enough of a weapon for a Jedi like yourself. Need a little something extra to work up your... That's a good position for a warrior to take. But even better if he relies completely on his own. Here you go. But don't get too attached to them. I only have time to make so many. Now is there something else you need? Like us, the people of Onderon are warriors. Early in their history, they built ISIS to protect them from the beasts that swarm. No matter how far they've progressed, they're fundamentally still warriors standing watch on their battlements. They don't like outsiders, and their inability to take ideas from other cultures gives them a fun... They fell quickly during the Mandalorian Wars despite their martial skills. Their technology and doctrine are not in the same league as Mandalorians. Now is there something... I've fought countless battles. Ones most didn't walk away from. The wounds add up, and even the implants are all that keep me going. I may have been stronger in my youth, and stupider, but now I've got to rely more on my armor, my weapons. Now is there something... The Republic is a word... Open your eyes. The ease of our attack was as much a testament to the strength of the Mandalorian clans as it was to the weak. Only then did the battle turn. But as you know, only a handful of Jedi fought. I'm sure that I'm not... Now we're...
while since you've docked here, eh? I suppose the lockdown has hurt your it must be hard to shuttle people when nobody's allowed to leave. The blockade has been bad for everyone. Your manifest says it's been 2 months since you last came here. It's become much worse since your last trip. Military checkpoint. Nothing new. Our space forces have been in full readiness ever since the space battle in orbit. All Republic vessels must be searched, and the delays are turning pilots grey before their time. And ever since the Republic fired on our space forces, things have been even bad days. Bad days. And things are getting worse. I'd get out of the system quickly if I... Well, doesn't look like you have any trade goods, so the inspection's just a formality. Here's your starport visa. Don't lose it. If you want to leave the planet, you need a starport visa. They're very hard to get. Many people want to get out of here before things get worse. There's strict food and water rationing, and General Vacluv's troops have been very thorough in finding Republic dissidents. Bombing. If you want to leave the planet, you need a starport visa. They're very hard to get. Certainly. Mind what I said about the starport visa. I know one captain already who can't get back into the starport. You again? You don't need to see me if you want to leave the city. Once you get to the starport, you're done with the bureaucracy.
I can't believe the Republic assaulted our space forces. Forget about secession, we should declare war. General Vaclu is royalty too. I know a lot of people that wish he was king. Republic dissidents blew up an armory depot in the lower city. Vaclu should do something about it.
I heard the Paragus mining facility was completely destroyed. What are we... I can't believe that the Republic assaulted our space forces. Forget about secession. We should declare war. General Vaclu is royalty too. I know a lot of people that wish he was king.
I think Vaclu is using Republic spies as an excuse to intimidate...
General Vaclu was an underground resistance leader during the Mandalorian occupation. He's a real hero. The merchant quarter is mostly safe. Other parts of the city have had real trouble. The soldiers in the merchant quarter are too loyal to the Queen. Is everybody except me blind?
Fair winds to you, Offworlder. Is it too much to hope that you are a Telosian? These beasts you see here are for delivery to T, but the Republic vessels that transport them have to wait for thorough and needlessly long searches. So the city is stacked with caged beasts waiting. We have stopped gathering beasts now, but they still fill the city. For Drexel and Ryder, the Ithorians brought wealth and prosperity. They have been kept in their cages for a long time, but yet it...
Beasts can be sensitive to the currents within cities and people. When such...
Perhaps it is the city itself. Isis has fallen upon... I am a beast rider. I have flown great distances gathering the animals. We keep hoping that Ithorians or Telosians get through the Space Force's searches so that we can sell them. Our people have been here for centuries. Though we were not always one of the wild in ancient times, our people were criminals, prisoners who were cast out of Isis. But our ancestors learned how to survive and even tame the mighty beasts. They became our strength and companions. We fought endlessly, but 2 generations ago, an Isis princess named Gallia and a great beast rider hero, Oron Kira, married. They united our peoples, but now things are unraveling. Even the Many beast riders have fallen to the city ways, and some are now no more than common thugs. Queen Talia and the present Fakku argue in open council. The beasts stir from the changes in the wind, and cannot be calmed, and we beast riders find it harder to enter the city. No one is to leave the city without the starport visas. It chokes passage. Telos was attacked by Darth Malak in the Jedi Civil War. The Ithorians have been searching for appropriate wildlife to create a new Telos, but their merchants are stopped. They have been kept in perhaps. These beasts you see here are, but the Republic vessels that transport them have. We have stopped.